viewers, once again, this is your boy Political Hamzy. If you like this content, please click the like button, the subscription button, and don't forget turn on that notification bell. Today's going to be nice and simple, short and sweet. We're talking about the crisis in Rivers State. I had talked about this about some months back when we had the ongoing crisis between the present governor Fubara and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, the former governor, Wike. During that period, they had a peace agreement. A meeting was held in Aso Rock, convened by the president himself, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we heard certain details started coming out saying, look, it was an ambush and Fubara was meant to sign a peace accord which did not favor him. The problem we have in Nigeria is that we have a sitting governor. When they're about to leave office, they get involved in the political process. They basically handpick who they want to take over them as the next governor. And when that person is appointed the governor, they now act as a godfather, telling them what to do and who to appoint and how to carry on the duties as a governor. But you should remember that Fubara is the sitting governor. Wike is the next governor. No matter what Wike thinks he's doing to help the people of Rivers or not, now two elephants are fighting and the poor masses are suffering. Government is not carrying out its functions. If anything goes wrong in Rivers State, nobody is going to turn around and blame Wike because Wike is an ex-governor. He has no business in the governance of Rivers, the day-to-day run of Rivers State. It's Fubara who will be held accountable because it was Fubara whose name was on the polls, and this was the first man that was elected by the people to carry out the functions of the state. Now, will the president intervene to stop Wike from doing what he's doing? No, because the problem is that people within the presidency that have been governors themselves, even like our president, they're all godfathers, and they know that, look, if they call Wike to order, they're setting out a precedent also for themselves, whereby governors of their states will turn around and say, look, you called Wike to order, you yourself keep away from the affairs of the state. Now, this problem was between Wike and Fubara, but we have seen the ongoing violence that has taken place in Rivers State. Now the people are being affected. Nothing is happening in Rivers State. Basically, there will be no development, no good governance. Even foreign investors coming in, they will change their minds because things are not looking good on ground in Rivers State. You need to ask yourself, how much power is too much power? Wike has been governor for 8 years. You've done your part, and when you were governor, you spoke a lot about Rotimi Amici and how bad a governor he was, and he wanted to have influence in your government, and you said no, I'm here for the people of Rivers State. Now you're no more governor. Allow Fubara to do what he wants to do. If this was any other same country, trust me, what Wike is doing, carrying out, this is political and economic terrorism against the people of Rivers State. Because what is happening is that you have a government in power and someone else from outside wants to sabotage that government in power. That's a coup. That's terrorism. Wike should be brought to order. And that's the thing with Nigerian politics. Everybody feels they're untouchable. Nobody wants to be a statesman. Everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be the godfather. It is time for Wike to sit back and be the godfather. See what is happening within the local governments. For any government to work, it starts from the grassroots, the councillors, the local government chairman, because these are people that are the closest to the masses. These are people that know what the masses want. These are people that will help and effect policies that will change the lives. But no, they've taken this fight to the councillorship, to the local governments. Now River State has been paralyzed. And it's all due to ex-governor Wike's ego and his selfishness. Because Wike, the only relevance he had when he was a governor and why he was appointed by Tinubu was because of his hold on River State, the resources of River State. And he knows once he loses his grip on River State, it will have no more relevance to Tinubu's government. But as I said, what they're doing, they're setting up a dangerous precedent. Now what you're going to have is now other former governors, when they leave power, they're going to do the same thing as Wike. So what is happening is that now Fubara has been in power. So you won't tell me for the next 4 years of Fubara's tenure, instead of him to do anything tangible for River State, he'll be carrying out a tug of war between himself, Wike, and Wike's allies. And we say this is a democracy. Wike, you are not on the ballot paper. Allow Fubara do his job. You have been the governor for 8 years. You've made money. You've done what impact do you think you can do now? Serve as a senior elder statesman and sit back and advise. If Fubara wants to listen, fine. If he doesn't want to listen, fine. Because as I said, if anything goes wrong in Rivers, nobody is going to blame Wike. When the next governor election happens, it's Fubara that will be blamed because it was Fubara that was elected by the people. And this is the problem with Nigeria. Nobody wants to govern. It's such a shame. Nigeria is just a banana. It's a zoo. It's an animal farm. And to show you the arrogance and ignorance of Wike, this was the same man when recently some civil servants were promoted. You had perm sex and all, and he called them all out and said they should, kneel and bow before the president to thank him. And you look at him and you're like, this is an insult to the civil servants. Do you know what it is to be a perm sec or a director in the civil service in Nigeria? It takes years of experience, hard work, and dedication. And do you know the criteria to be a perm sec is higher than that of being the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? It's higher than that of being a federal minister for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. These perm secs are the ones that run the ministry from day to day, and you belittle them. And this is where we are in Nigeria. Everybody who has political power thinks he's God. Wike, leave Fubara to do his job. If you're not happy with what Fubara is doing, once the next election comes, you stand for election and say, look, I want to come back as governor of River State. I can do a better job than Fubara. Things have just started picking up in River State. We haven't been having the kidnappings. We haven't been having the oil sabotage of oil facilities. Now Wike has decided, look what, I'm going to grind the whole state to a halt because of my ego and my selfish interest. It is time for us to leave elected officials to do their job. Once your tenure expires, go back and relax. Be an elder statesman. I hope things will change in River State. Till next week, this is your boy Political Hamzy.